Right, good morning, lovely Stanford children. Miss Denya here from her office. Now, my assemblies are getting a little bit more challenging to plan for because every time I think of one or I find one that I've done in the past, they always involve all of you helping me out rather than me being here sitting in my office on my own. But this morning, hopefully you just were listening to that music and we were listening to the chorus then and heard the words, one of our very important words in our school that's one of our golden values. So I wonder if you can all call it out now after three. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you've just called out respect, and that was a song by Aretha Franklin. Now, as I said, it is getting harder to work out what assemblies to do without you, and I was hoping to get you involved in this week's assembly, but I've just run out of time this week. But although it's challenging, I'm not going to give up. I will keep trying and try and make my assemblies a bit more involving you from the next couple of weeks. But I've got a really important chair here. I wonder if you can see it. It's got really, really lovely green fabric, just like the green mouse. I wonder who would normally sit on this chair. There's also 2 things on it that have been left. So I'm going to bring those up here just for a minute. So have a look. I'm going to come back to that chair at the moment, but just have a think about what sort of important person or people might sit on the chair next to me. So we'll come back to that at the end. I'm now going to share with you my screen, hopefully, so that you can see our the presentation. So let's have a look then. If we took our school building and moved it to the other side of town, but left all the children, grown-ups and things exactly where they were, would the school have moved? Have a quick chat with your learning partner or the person you're sitting next to now. The teacher can always pause if you need a bit more discussion time. Hopefully, though, you know that you're the most important people, the children and grown-ups, and the most important things in our school. And actually, it's just the building is just the shell. It's actually you that make it Stanford Infant School. Okay? So, remember from last week, we were thinking about how you have an important part to play in making our successful and happy school, and thinking about the new opportunities and challenges of the new school year. And I've just told you, haven't I, about my challenge of trying to plan assemblies all by myself without you there in front of me that I can react and respond to. So we're going to be thinking again about our golden values. So we talked about this one here, which obviously was respect. And we're going to come back to that one and really focus on that one today. Courage, creativity, and friendship. So I hope you're upholding all of our golden values at all times and making yourselves and each other proud. So if you remember from last week, our learning tower, we had the L for lively learning, the E for the excitement of times ahead, the A for listening nicely in assembly, the R for respect and resilience. So being respectful, but also keeping on going when things might be a little bit challenging or a little bit tough. The N for the noise of happy children and grown-ups, I for interesting lessons, N for new beginnings, and G for golden values. Now I said, didn't I, that I've got two bits of paper here on my special chair that I'm still trying to work out who's going to sit on that special chair. But the cards say this. I wonder if I can hold them up if you can see. One says easy, and the other one says hard. Now, each and every single day, you all have the choice to take the easy card or to choose the hard card, okay? And I hope that all of you are really thinking at the moment about making that easy choice and being respectful and resilient at all times of the school day, because I know, and your grown-ups will know, that you can most definitely do it. So I'm going to be looking this week, and I'm going to ask other grown-ups around the school to look for children being respectful at all times, really looking out for one another, whether they're in their classroom, whether they're in the hall, or whether they're in the playground. Wherever they are around our school building, I want you please to be thinking about making the right choice, not only for yourself, but for everyone else. So I'll give you an example. First of all, if you are going to the toilets and you come across, you've gone to the toilet, you've flushed it, you've then washed your hands and dry it for 20 seconds, obviously, following our steps to success for hand washing. And you then take that paper towel, remembering only to take one paper towel or two if you really need to. What would you do with that paper towel? Hopefully, you're going to put it straight in the bin, okay? Not everyone is doing that at the moment. I know, Miss Remnant and I see quite a few of you when we're going around making sure the toilets are clean and ready for you to use. And we're spending a lot of time picking up clumps of paper towels. So can you all please try and be respectful and use those paper towels sensibly? Another example is if you're in the playground. Now we know that playtimes, lunchtimes are slightly different at the moment and we're not all together. But that means you're with your year group and you're still mixing with your classes. So if you're in year 1, you've got Lagoon, Dolphin, Marina all together. And if you're in year 2, you've got Regent, Pavilion and Ocean. You need to be really respectful to everybody in your year group and have a really positive playtime. Really play sensibly with each other. If, though, something doesn't go quite right, quite as you wanted it to, what must you do? Well, hopefully the first thing, if someone's just done something that you really just didn't like, the first thing you're going to do is say, stop it, I don't like it. And you're going to say it like you mean it, stop it, I don't like it. Remember, you can say that up to 3 times. Are you ready? Stop it, I don't like it. Stop it, I don't like it. Stop it, I don't like it. But if then that keeps on happening, then you must tell a grown-up straight away. However, if someone does something to you where they actually are intentionally hurting you, so they've hurt you on purpose, either by, my goodness me, I don't even want to say this, by kicking or pushing or hitting, and that isn't okay, okay? So you need to tell a grown-up straight away. If you feel you haven't been listened to, can you please tell your teacher straight away as well, so we can sort it out immediately, all right? Because it's really important that we all get on together in our safe and happy school. So I want you to think about that, please, and we're all going to be making sure that we're all being respectful to each other and each other's space as well, okay? And we're going to be looking out for that to make sure everyone's being respectful to each other. So choose that easy card by playing sensibly with your friends at playtimes and lunchtimes, because you've got such exciting things to play with. I was out there with Regent class yesterday and the most amazing things to explore and play with together. So I'd like to see that, please. Try and make sure that you're doing that at all times with each other. But we know sometimes things don't go exactly as planned. So you need to make sure then that you tell a grown-up straight away and we'll help you sort it out using Ready, Steady, Go. Okay? Okay, so I wonder in a minute, I'm going to move on to the last bit of the assembly, just to have a bit of reflection before I reveal who's going to be sitting on my on my chair. So each and every one of us has 2 invisible cards. They are really invisible. You normally wouldn't you just have them in the back of your mind. One says easy and the other one says hard. Each and every one of us can choose which card we will use. We should all try our best to make good choices to help the people who are here to look after us. So see if you can all do that, please. Right, I'm going to come back to you now. Let's have a look. Who's under this? What's under this chair? Which special person is going to be sitting on my chair? Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Oh, look at that. It's just one of our everyday school chairs. Who sits on our everyday school chairs? Each and every one of you. You are really, really important. You're really unique and special to us. So make sure when you're sitting on your special chair, and that's any chair in our school, that you are making those sensible choices and doing the best that you can, being respectful to yourself and everyone around you, but also being resilient, having a go, keeping on going, just like the green mouse, because we all know that you can do it. You're really important to us. You're all amazing, and you're doing a fantastic job back at school. I've been so impressed when I've come around to your classrooms or even had the treat of teaching you. Okay, so have a lovely week, everybody. As I said, I'm hoping next week I'm going to get you involved in my assembly. But maybe we could have some ideas about what that would look like. Have a super week. See you later. Bye.